because we're still missing out on the economic action. My folks watch the TV and they see the stock market going up. They don't feel it. They don't feel it. They drive through communities that have 10 or 12 dilapidated homes on their way to a job that pays a hell of a lot less than the one they had a few years back. And I get upset sometimes when my party talks about the minimum wage, the minimum wage, the minimum wage, 10 bucks, 12 bucks, 15 bucks. Look, I support a higher minimum wage. But my people were making 40 bucks an hour. Now they're making 15. So when they hear a political party talk about and fighting for 15 bucks an hour, we are not speaking to their aspiration. We are not speaking to what they want their lives to be like, not where they are. Our politics are stuck. And we need to jump ourselves out of this. That's what the American people want. And so, in my estimation, we've got to get creative on how we get investment into these communities. And it's been such a big challenge, I literally had to wrangle 12 venture capitalists from Silicon Valley, and these were pretty cool ones. They wanted to come, they saw the value. And we put them on a bus in Youngstown, Ohio. And we went from Youngstown to Akron to Detroit to Flint over to South Bend, Indiana, and said, how can we get some of this investment out in Silicon Valley into these communities? Because we need private investment. That's the other issue. The government can't do everything. I think in some ways it's not doing enough. But in other ways, we've got to get more creative on how we drive investment into these communities. Eliminate the blight. There is no reason why any American citizen today living in any community should be surrounded by homes that are filled with drugs and all kinds of crime all over their neighborhoods. We should take every one of these down in the next 5 years, and every dilapidated factory in the United States needs to come down. And let's polish up the United States of America. Let's reinvest back into these communities. And yes, that's going to take some government, but it's also going to take some private sector. We could put a national building and construction plan together for the next 20 years. And I'm telling you, China is eating our lunch. It gets scary to read the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and hear about what they're doing. High-speed rail, connecting every community in every community in China that has 500,000 people or more will be connected to high-speed rail in the next decade. They're moving on renewable energy. They're moving on battery-powered cars. They're putting hundreds of billions of dollars into the latest and greatest research. They're moving people into their cities. And we're standing here having fights about stuff nobody even knows what the hell we're talking about. And I bring this up to you because your union